Hi, You Can Heal family. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. I'm Shena, and we've been reading through the Bible, the Old Testament, and we're in the book of Joshua. It's Sunday evening. My weekend was so busy and so full. Got to see my grandson twice, coaching calls and interviews, and just time with my kids. So it's been full and busy. As Lisa Smiles would say, I'm war slam out. Oh, that cracks me up every time I hear it. So tonight we're going to be reading in Joshua, but I just want to say I was listening to Chrissy's video before, a little earlier, a little bit ago. And gosh, I just love how she's just so vulnerable and so open and authentic when she makes her videos and kind of recaps her day, or just kind of has like a journal type vibe to it. So I really appreciate those. Really good stuff, and just how good it is to hear yourself talk about yourself, right, and process your own life, and just how healing it is going forward. I know when I go on my walks, I talk, out loud to myself. I try to make my lips not move too much so people don't think I'm, going off the wall, but I do. I just kind of walk and talk and, sort things out in my mind about what's going on with me internally and my day and, moves I want to make and things of that nature. So it's so helpful. It's so helpful. And kind of listen to the things you say and, listen as if there's someone else next to you talking to you about what you're saying. And, how would you respond to them, or what suggestions or advice would you give them, to help them move forward in their life. So my walking, talking journals have been really helpful to me. So on that note, we're going to keep going, I don't know if you wanted to know, but there you have it. There you have it. So just shout out really to all the people I've met, in the last year, and just how thankful I am for each of you. Let's get to it. Joshua chapter 5. The Canaanites fear Israel. When all the Amorite kings west of the Jordan and all the Canaanite kings who lived among the Mediterranean coast heard how the Lord had dried up the Jordan River so the people of Israel could cross, they lost heart and were paralyzed with fear. Circumcision is practiced. At that time, the Lord told Joshua, use knives of flint to make the Israelites a circumcised people again. So Joshua made flint knives and circumcised the entire male population of Israel at Gibeath Haraloth. Now, I just had a grandson, and I got to see him this weekend, and he's super cute and super small, and my daughter was telling me how he got circumcised, but listen, these people are grown men. I mean, I just can't imagine. Oh my goodness. So, yeah. Oh, can you just imagine? Because these aren't babies that were circumcised. And Joshua's making knives out of flint and circumcised the entire male population. Oh. Verse 4 says, Joshua had to circumcise them because all the men who were old enough to bear arms, see, they're grown, when they left Egypt had died. These people have died in the wilderness. So those who left Egypt had all been circumcised, but none of those born after the Exodus during the years in the wilderness had been circumcised. The Israelites wandered in the wilderness for 40 years until all the men who were old enough to bear arms when they left Egypt had died, for they had disobeyed the Lord, and the Lord vowed he would not let them enter the land he had sworn to give us, a land flowing with milk and honey. So Joshua circumcised their sons who had not been circumcised on the way to the promised land, those who had grown up to take their father's places. So they were grown up. After all the males had been circumcised, they rested in the camp until they were healed. Yeah, I bet they did rest. Oh, gosh. Then the Lord said to Joshua, "Today I have rolled away the shame of your slavery in Egypt, so that place has been called Gilgal to this day." Passover is celebrated. While the Israelites were camped at Gilgal on the plains of Jericho, they celebrated Passover on the evening of the 14th day of the first month, the month that marked their exodus from Egypt. The very next day, they began to eat unleavened bread and roasted grain harvest from the land. No manna appeared that day, and it was never seen again. So from that time on, the Israelites ate from the crops of Canaan. The next section is the commander of the Lord appears. As Joshua approached the city of Jericho, he looked up and saw a man facing him with a sword in hand. Joshua went up to him and asked, "Are you friend or foe?" "Neither one," he replied. "I am commander of the Lord's army." At this, Joshua fell with his face to the ground in reverence. "I am at your command," Joshua said. "What do you want your servant to do?" The commander of the Lord's army replied, "Take off your sandals, for this is holy ground." And Joshua did as he was told. So I was looking at the commentary beforehand, and it says here that this man, the commander of the Lord, is evidently God, or a representative of God in human form. Joshua is not an ultimate command. This is God's war. So even though Joshua was leading the people now, God's in control. And we've got to remember that, we might be, some of you listening are probably in management or supervisory positions or leaders. And even though God has put you in that position, and hopefully you're serving well there and doing a great job, God is in control. Go to Him, for answers and advice and direction. Right? It says Joshua fell with his face to the ground. As Christians, we need to experience a similar submission if our warfare is to be successful. Right, we've got to submit to the Lord in every way and let Him lead and direct us. Yeah, that's really good. Submission. We've got to submit. Got to submit to the Lord. So there you have it. It's, what time is it? It's 10 o'clock. So I'm going to go to bed and relax a little bit, but like I said, I saw Phoenix today, so he's just so cute, you guys. He's so small and cute and perfect. And I just look at this baby. I did Bria's hair. I did hair. We left here. Oh my gosh, I left my house this afternoon at, what time was it? 2:30. Started her hair about 3:20 and finished her hair at like 8:30. Oh, God bless that Lisa Smiles. I tell you, it's a lot, but thank God I was able to help her out there, and it came out really good. It came out good. There was no bump in the back this time. I did her crochet hair. So, if you want to know, that's that. You can know, family. Have a beautiful day. It's Monday, and expect something good to happen. And let's go about our day with joy and a song in our heart, right? A song on our lips. Amen? Always remember, true healing begins with self-love. Why? Because God is love, and He lives on the inside of you. Bye.